What's going on, button pushers? Let's talk about the Ronin S2.
ありがとうございました。
If you guys are new to the channel, my name is David, and today I want to talk to you guys about the Ronin S2. Everything that I've really anticipated about it, what I love about it, and things I've read, and how amazing the gimbal actually is based on what I'm reading. And hopefully it turns out to be just as good as what it's saying it is going to be. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed, and let's get into the video. And we're going to be using the Ronin S here as an example and a control group, kind of comparing the Ronin S2 to the Ronin S and maybe even the Ronin 2. First of all, let's talk about the new build. We're gonna get a carbon fiber, beautiful, really sleek design build off of this. But the most important thing about the new build is the clearance in the back of the camera. So on the Ronin S, we're having this clearance right here. So let's say your camera's too thick in the back, thick behind. When it tilts, it might accidentally smack the back of the gimbal. And that has happened to me a ton of times, and it's really annoying. But the Ronin S2, we're getting a higher clearance, so it's gonna be up here. So meaning that the clearance is a lot better, and you can actually mount heavier cameras, you can mount more cameras that are back heavy and whatnot, and don't have to worry about the tilt axis being obstructed because it won't hit the back. I love that. That is one of the most important things to me when it comes to mounting a camera on a gimbal like this, is the clearance in the back. So this focus wheel, you can have it here, or actually the Ronin S2 is going to have a wheel on the front, which allows us to focus the motor that is going to come with the Gimbal Pro combo. So if you guys are interested in making it easier for you and the ease of use of the gimbal itself, having that is going to change the game, because you can just hold the gimbal with two hands and have this motor to focus, and it's going to make it a lot easier on you instead of having to like scrunch up and do this. A lot better. Also, next to the joystick, the record button, and the mode switching buttons, we're going to have a monitor right here. And this monitor is going to be able to allow you to set functions in the gimbal itself. You can do active track, you can do so many different things. And we're going to get into the features a little bit later into the video. But this monitor is here, and I think that's really cool because the things it can do are amazing. And lastly, when it comes to the sleek body, we're gonna get a locking mechanism. Now, it's really hard for me on this gimbal because I have the gimbal smacking in itself all the time. It just flies around, there's no locking mechanism. If you want to keep it safe, you gotta throw it into the case 100% of the time, and that is actually really inconvenient for me sometimes because that requires unpacking, repacking, all this stuff. And the thing is, it fits in a very specific setting, so I can't just like leave it so I have the set for the camera. The next time I want to use it, I have to reset everything and make sure it fits into the box. And I use it on a 1DX3, so the way I have it set is not going to end up fitting in the box, and that's pretty annoying for me, so I never keep it in the case. But with the new one, we're going to have a locking mechanism that allows us to be able to keep it however we want and still keep it safe from smacking into itself. The battery life. The battery life is going to be a lot better. We're going to get 12 hours of runtime and 2 hours of runtime on a 15-minute fast charge, which means after an hour and a half, we can get a full charge if you're fast charging. That's pretty freaking fast. And not to mention, which is going to lead into our next one, this gimbal can run without the actual battery pack itself. So now that we're talking about that, let's go into the modularity of this gimbal itself. So the Ronin S, you know that it can't run without this battery pack, and that's pretty freaking annoying. But the Ronin S2, you can just slide this off, flip it upside down, and you can mount it on things like car mounts or cranes or anything that kind of gets you into the cinema world a bit more. You're increasing the modularity. You can do actually so much with it, and it increases your potential, your versatility, and your capability when it comes to filming things. On top of the physical modularity itself, you're getting all these new accessories that you can mount. So many different things that DJI is introducing to the game when it comes to the gimbals. It is really freaking amazing. Now let's get back to that monitor on the gimbal that I was talking about. So that monitor allows you to change everything. It allows you to change the speed of the gimbal and all that stuff, just like it does on the Ronin 2 and the Movi Pro. But this gimbal actually allows you to active track. It acts as a screen where you can actually see what's on the camera once you plug it in. So that active track on the screen is actually the technology that they're using in their drones. So if you've ever flown a DJI drone and you've used the active track, you know how well it works. Having that in a gimbal is going to make it so much easier for us because, of course, you can track something with your physical movements, but being able to track it with the digital plus your physical movements is going to make for a such easier and much more comfortable shooting. They're also introducing a wireless image transmission. They're introducing a new focus technology, which really intrigues me because there is a focus technology where it mounts on the top of your camera and it distinguishes the distance between you and the subject, and it focuses and connects with the focus motors to instantaneously focus accordingly, which is pretty freaking cool. DJI is also introducing new super smooth technology where it's basically like a stabilization for post in your camera. It's like image stabilization on the gimbal. It makes it super smooth and really takes out any shake at all. It looks really good. Lastly, before we go down to the verdict, let's talk about the price. The price alone is $850 US, with the Pro combo coming in at $1,000 US. Pretty fair price for what you're actually getting out of the gimbal. And honestly, I think it is an amazing deal for something handheld, single hand operation gimbal, and being able to mount it on whatever else you need to. Pretty freaking good. If you guys want to check it out, I linked it in the description below, so make sure you check that out if you're interested. So the Ronin S2, it's definitely a game changer. I think that it has so much versatility, so much capability, and so much potential to introduce itself into the cinema grade game. There's just so many new features, so many things that they've implemented into it. They've taken all the Ronin 2, the Ronin S, and the Ronin SC features and just packed it into this tiny Ronin S2. There's also a Ronin SC2, but there's not too much more different. You know, you can do portrait mode, you can, there's the new screen, there's a bunch of, it's pretty much the Ronin S2 with, but Ronin S2 is freaking amazing. Honestly, I have spent a lot of money this year and I ordered the Ronin S2. I did it. It just looks so promising. There's so much new stuff and I feel like I can create so many different things using this gimbal by itself that it's just really freaking amazing. And I can't wait to start using it. And once I finally get it, I will definitely let you guys know what I think about it and how it runs and how it feels, because it looks super promising and I definitely recommend anybody to get it. If it lives up to its name and what it's saying that it's going to do, then this gimbal is going to be a definite game changer for anybody's arsenal. And no matter what camera you get, no matter what you're going to be using, unless it's like a Red Gemini or an Arri Alexa Mini with like 500 million things and an anamorphic lens on it, that's definitely not going to be able to handle the weight. But other than that, it should be good. But yeah, so that's all for today's video, guys. Super hyped about the Ronin S2. Can't wait to get it in my hands and try it out, test it out. I'm definitely going to be trying out with the Komodo, seeing if it works out. And for sure, the 1DX3, my main video camera as of right now. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. Let me know in the comments below what you think about the Ronin S2, if you're going to cop it, or if you're actually going to get the Ronin SC2, which isn't as hyped as the Ronin S2, but, you know, it's there. Have an amazing day, morning, night, wherever you guys are watching from. And keep pushing buttons. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.